Have you ever stopped to think that the familiar places you visit every day might quietly pose hidden risks? For those over 70, certain environments can be far more dangerous than they appear. Often, these risks go unnoticed until something unexpected happens. That's why it's important to recognize which places can gradually affect your safety, independence, and overall well-being. In this video, we'll explore 5 common locations older adults should limit visiting. These may not be the obvious danger zones you're expecting, and that's exactly what makes this discussion so essential. Many seniors continue their routines as if nothing has changed, believing they can move through every space as easily as they did in their 50s. But with age, our bodies and surroundings interact in new ways. If your goal is to stay independent, avoid unnecessary hazards, and maintain your health, then watch closely until the end. Some of the risks we'll discuss may surprise you, and understanding them can help you make small changes that keep you safer, more confident, and full of life. Let's begin. Place number 1. Crowded public transportation. One of the biggest hidden risks for seniors over 70 is crowded public transit, buses, subways, and trains. While these options may seem affordable and practical, they come with unseen dangers. When you're surrounded by people shoulder to shoulder, your balance becomes harder to control. Even a small bump or sudden stop can cause a serious fall, and falls at this stage of life are rarely minor. They can lead to fractures, head injuries, and even long-term loss of independence. Beyond physical danger, crowded spaces are also breeding grounds for germs. Your immune system isn't as strong as it once was, and what might be a mild cold for a younger person could turn into something more serious, like pneumonia. For someone over 70, take Richard, a 74-year-old retired teacher. He prided himself on staying active, taking the subway daily to his gym. One winter morning, the train stopped abruptly, and Richard lost his balance, slamming into a metal pole. The shoulder injury took months to heal, and afterward he felt uneasy traveling alone. What was once a symbol of freedom became a reminder of fragility. There's also the emotional toll. The rush, noise, and constant motion of crowded transport can create anxiety and stress. At this stage in life, peace of mind is just as valuable as physical safety. Choosing alternatives like senior shuttle services, community rides, or traveling during off-peak hours can make a big difference, protecting both your body and your calm. Place 2. Dimly lit restaurants and bars are cozy. Softly lit restaurant might seem relaxing, but low lighting hides risks that many seniors never think about. Poor visibility makes it difficult to see steps, read menus, or notice uneven flooring. One small misstep can lead to a fall that changes everything. Dim environments often have cramped seating layouts, forcing you to squeeze between chairs and tables. That alone increases the risk of tripping. Many seniors also hesitate to ask for brighter seating or assistance with reading the menu, worried about appearing inconvenient. But that quiet discomfort can lead to ordering the wrong meal, missing important information about ingredients, or simply feeling left out of the experience. Over time, these small frustrations can lower self-confidence. Take Helen, 78, who loved dining with her church friends. One evening at a trendy low-lit restaurant, she misjudged a step near the restroom and fell. Though she wasn't badly injured, the incident left her shaken, and she began avoiding social outings altogether. Low light can also make it easy to lose track of alcohol consumption, which affects balance and coordination far more in your 70s than it did in your 40s. Even if you don't drink, others around you might, and that adds to the risk in tight, dim environments. If you're still here and finding this helpful, type number 2 in the comments to let me know you're watching. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss future videos that keep you informed and inspired. Place 3. Large shopping malls. Shopping malls might feel like harmless, fun places, but they're filled with hidden challenges for those over 70. For starters, the sheer amount of walking required can be exhausting. Long stretches on hard flooring can strain joints and feet. Add heavy shopping bags, and what began as a pleasant outing can quickly become tiring or painful. The constant noise is another issue. Loud background music, crowds, and chatter can make it difficult to focus, especially for those with hearing difficulties. This kind of overstimulation can lead to confusion or anxiety, taking the enjoyment out of the experience. There's also the safety concern of theft. Crowded spaces attract pickpockets, and seniors who move a bit slower may become easy targets. Then there are escalators, something most people never think twice about, yet they can be dangerous if balance or reaction time isn't what it used to be. Robert, 76, learned this the hard way. After walking for over an hour in a busy mall, his knees began to ache. On the way out, he tripped on a curb near the parking lot because his legs were too tired to lift properly. The injury kept him off his feet for weeks. Even the food courts can be tricky, tempting you with high sodium or sugary meals that may harm your heart or blood pressure. By shopping online or visiting smaller local stores, you save your energy, protect your health, and reduce unnecessary stress. Place 4. Crowded public events, community festivals. Sports games and parades can feel joyful and nostalgic, but for older adults, they can also be surprisingly hazardous. Dense crowds make it easy to get pushed, bumped, or lose your balance. Even one small stumble can lead to injury. Accessibility is another concern. Uneven terrain, long walks, and a lack of seating can cause fatigue or fainting. And once you're deep in a crowd, finding rest areas or exits can be stressful. Large gatherings also come with health risks. Germs spread quickly in close contact, and recovery time from illnesses naturally increases with age. Add unpredictable weather and hot or cold, and your body faces extra strain. Noise is another hidden danger. Loud music and announcements can make it hard to communicate or hear warnings, leaving some feeling isolated even among others. Linda, 72, attended a summer fair with friends. She enjoyed herself at first, but as the crowd thickened and temperatures rose, she began to feel dizzy and anxious. Her friends helped her to safety, but the experience left her hesitant to attend future events. Social connection is essential, but large, uncontrolled gatherings can often be replaced with safer alternatives, smaller meetups, local events, or watching from home. You can stay connected without compromising your well-being. If you're still watching, comment number 4 below. And don't forget to subscribe. Your support helps us keep creating thoughtful, inspiring content. Place 5. Isolated rural roads. There's something peaceful about a quiet country road, but for seniors that peace can hide serious dangers. Unlike city streets, rural areas are far from hospitals, gas stations, or even reliable cell service. If an emergency happens, whether it's a flat tire, a fall, or a sudden health issue, help may not arrive quickly. Rural roads are often dimly lit, uneven, or covered with gravel and potholes. Driving or walking on them can be risky, especially with slower reflexes or reduced night vision. Fast-moving vehicles add to the danger, and unexpected encounters with wildlife, like deer or stray dogs, can cause accidents. James, 74, enjoyed evening drives in the countryside. But one night, his car broke down miles from town and his phone had no signal. It took 2 hours before anyone stopped to help. The experience left him realizing how vulnerable isolation can feel. While nature and solitude are wonderful, it's better to choose safer paths, local parks, walking trails, or places where help is nearby. At this stage of life, safety should always come before scenery. Final thoughts: aging brings wisdom, perspective, and gratitude, but it also calls for a new kind of awareness. The places we've discussed, from dimly lit restaurants to rural roads, aren't inherently bad, but they do present risks that increase with age. Recognizing those risks doesn't mean giving up your freedom. It means making smart, mindful choices that protect your independence. Choose environments where you feel at ease, where help is accessible, and where you can focus on enjoyment rather than worry. Protecting yourself isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Think about your daily habits. Do you visit any of these places regularly? Are there safer alternatives that offer the same benefits? Small adjustments can make a big difference in how safe, happy, and confident you feel each day. Thank you for spending your time with us today. Please share one takeaway from this discussion in the comments and tell us how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts inspire us to keep creating meaningful content for you. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue our mission to inform, uplift, and empower. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.